Well, hey everybody, welcome back to another episode. So I was thinking that it was about due time for me to renew my Cajun card today. Living in South Louisiana, I don't seem to do enough Cajun things all the time, so I'm surprising you guys today with a visit to Gator Chateau here in Jennings, Louisiana, and we are going to get to see some gators, some real life gators, and hopefully get to hold some baby gators. So without further ado, I'm pulling up right now. Let's jump right in and see what we can get into. Louisiana Oil and Gas Bicentennial Park. So that explains the park behind us. Pretty neat stuff. Obviously these houses are really old. Picture opportunity for you guys. Jeff Davis Tourist Commission. I love LA. That could be Los Angeles or Louisiana. Or Los Algodones, if you're in Southwest Arizona and crossing the border, going into Mexico. Check out this bell right behind me here. I wonder if it is ringable. So I guess we're about to see some stuff. I don't know what we're about to see, but the girl said I can go ahead and walk in here when I'm ready. So I guess this is the habitat. We can see if there are any gators just swimming around in here. Ooh, look at that. Look at that turtle down. Looks like a big snapping turtle, maybe.
Yeah, it does.
Is that a snapping turtle down there?
Yes, so that's an alligator snapping turtle.
Alligator snapping turtle?
And
Elton?
Yes, sir. So it's 100 pounds.
100 pounds. Doesn't look like he weighs 100 pounds. I guess he's bigger than what we can see, huh?
Yeah.
Are they mean? They're pretty aggressive?
He's pretty good.
I think I see an alligator tail right next to him there. So what's this one's name?
This is Krill.
Crew?
Krill. 7 months.
Krill. Krill.
Krill. Yeah.
You can touch him?
Yeah.
Whoa. 7 months old? I see these all the time for work, but I never get to touch them. Usually when we see the babies, the mamas are nearby and they're really protective, so we have to watch out. We saw some on the the Vermilion the other day. We saw some babies and the mama was right there, and she was swimming around just watching us, making sure. So how long do they stay like nice like that?
Well, we really get them used to being able to be held and everything like that. They do have their aggressive moments, but that's with every kind of animal.
Do they do okay? Like, do they get released to the wild?
They do
ever?
get released into the wild between 5 and 7 years old is when we release.
5 to 7?
Yes.
So when they're like what, 4 or 5 feet long or something like
They'll
that?
be about 5 feet.
5 feet, yeah. Wow. So here's the enclosure where they keep the small ones, like Creole, the one we just saw, the one the girl was holding just now. And she said they're about, she is about 7 months old, and she said they can't tell the sex of the gator until they're about 2 years old. And the only other way to do it or determine it before then is to check the temperature of the eggs when they're inside the eggs. But since Wildlife and Fisheries brings these guys here after they're born, it's impossible to determine it through egg temperature. And here's a chart. Of course, Creole has the red fingernails because when I walked in, she was painting the alligators, the baby gator's nails, which is kind of cute. So Creole was the one she was holding just now. And this one's actually quite a bit bigger. Let's see, that one has red nails too. So I don't know if that one's also Creole or what. Jolie has the blue nails. Looks like that's Jolie right there. And And I can't tell what color nails that one has in the back. This one has green, looks like, so that might be cypress. They sure are cute though, aren't they? The little one over there. And the biggest one's over here. So this is the enclosure like we saw a while ago. Don't see anything in here yet, except for that snapping turtle under the bridge over there. Let's go walk around and see if we can see anything. Oh, there's one hiding underneath us right there. That's about a 4-footer altogether. Oh, and there's another one right there. Maybe a couple of them right there. It's pretty neat stuff. See if we can get a better view of that snapping turtle down there. Oh, there's one right there. They're hiding camouflage right there in the rocks. Just chilling. Probably taking a nap or something. That one's about 3 feet, 3.5 feet. Now, in my line of work, I see them out and about in rivers and bayous and all that when we go out in the field. And this time of year, when it's starting to warm up, this is when you start seeing all of them come out. And they're sunbathing and trying to warm up since the warmer season's coming. So lately, in fact, I was out on the river last week, and we saw a couple of them, a couple babies and a couple grown-ups. You can see that snapping turtle down there. Yeah, still can't get a good view on it. Definitely hiding out. But the girl said he weighs 100 pounds. He's right underneath that piece of wood right there, which looks like possibly a piece of cypress wood. See if we can get closer on the backside, maybe. You can see his feet. This is pretty cool. You can kind of come and go, just walk in. It's free admission. You don't have to pay anything. You can just walk right in and they'll come talk to you and tell you a little bit about the Gators. All right, so this is probably the best footage I've gotten so far of the turtle. It's definitely just hiding underneath that bridge right there. Has a big thick tail too. Definitely looks alligator-ish. Looks like, if you see the left side right there, it looks like the tail of another gator possibly right there, or maybe another snapping turtle. Looks more like a gator tail though, going by the way it looks. Pretty cool, huh? I swear every time I hit the record button, it stops what it's doing. Like it knows. It's like the Warner Brothers frog that lives in the shoebox that only dances whenever nobody's looking. It's kind of the same thing. And they're both reptiles, so maybe they're onto something, I don't know. All right, guys, this is John Baptiste. How old? About a year old? About a year old? Got some thickness to him too. But they were saying that they pick their own names because they put their names on a piece of paper because they don't know what sex they are until they're like, what, 2? So she said whatever name they walk to, that's the name they get. So Jean Baptiste here picked his own name, or her name. They're pretty chill though. I can feel her breathing. You can feel them breathing a little bit. Do they ever blink?
Yeah.
They
just
looks like they're just like wired awake. Kind of like I look like the way I look when I wake up after a nap, just like wide-eyed for an hour. And they feel just like they look, kind of leathery. See the little teeth there in the front too. So how much does she weigh?
I'd say like 4 or 5.
4 or 5 pounds, that's it? Feels like it's heavy. Maybe I'm just getting weaker, I don't know. I don't know. Where do you want to go? Where do they want to go? In the water? They can't go in the water, huh? Looking at something over there. Maybe it wants to get out. See? You get a close up. Say hi, everybody. Definitely long. The tail's almost about as long as they are. All right, guys. So even though we couldn't see the snapping turtle's head in there, this is an actual snapping turtle head. You can see how quite prehistoric they look. They are prehistoric animals. Almost like a triceratops head, almost without the horn. Their gator head here. Looks like a skull right there, if that's even real, but it looks real. There's a big boy right here. About to go outside and I bought some duck food. We're gonna feed the ducks outside. Pretty neat place though. You guys should come check it out when you get a chance. Right here on exit 64 on I-10 here in Louisiana. All right, guys. So for about $1, I got this bag of duck food. So let's see how many ducks I can attract. So here we go. Here's some ducks right here, and some pretty white ducks too. Let's see if they eat the food that I have. The girls at the front desk swore that they did in fact eat it, so let's see. I got this. See if they, here you go. Oh, they do eat it. Here you go. Here's this one. You too, look. How you guys doing today? It is kind of windy, huh? I know. That one looks like it's falling asleep. Now, I don't want to try to see if they'll eat out of my hand because I've been bitten by a duck before. Actually, I've been bitten by a chicken before. I can't say I've ever been bitten by a duck, but I'm sure it hurts or feels similarly to being bitten by a chicken. Although I'm sure chickens are not as friendly as ducks. So that one's hungry for sure. They don't seem to be weary of people. I'm literally sitting right next to them here, so. Is that enough? You need some more? Looks like you do need some more. Here you go. Here you go. I've always loved ducks. I grew up around them and going to the park and feeding them and all that my whole life. Of course, when I was a kid, we used to feed them bread. And then I found out about, 40 years later that you're not supposed to feed them bread. You're supposed to feed them things like corn and grit and stuff like that. You want some more too? Here you go. You guys are hungry, huh? Here you go. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to hit you in the face with it. Their eyesight seems to be pretty good because they can see where I throw the little things, little pellets. You want some more? What a great day to be outside. What a great way to spend a Saturday too. Holy Saturday for you guys, for you Christians and Catholics out there like myself. This guy or girl, I keep hitting them in I'm not trying to hit you guys with it, I'm sorry. It's a beautiful day, beautiful weekend. A little bit windy though. It was like that yesterday too. You guys had enough? Let's go find some more of your friends. Feel free to follow me if you want. Try to keep it in a more focused spot here so I don't have to chase it all over. There you go. These guys are hungry. They must have been swimming. All right, guys, I'm gonna find some of your friends before I run out of food. Nice meeting you. I'll see you later. So as you see here, these stalactite-looking growth things are actually the roots of the cypress trees, and they're actually called cypress knees. Look at that beautiful mallard right there that just jumped in the water. And cypress trees are so well adapted, I guess over, I don't know, millions of years to growing in and around water that their roots actually grow that way to maximize, you know, just their stability for one. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, it also maximizes the effect of the photosynthesis, possibly. I could be wrong about that, but again, I'm not so much of a nature guy. I'm learning as I go. But it definitely helps them stay stable when they're growing around water, where soil around the roots can get eroded easily. And so the roots grow a certain way that helps the trees stay very, very stabilized along banks and in the water. Man, it's windy today. You know, I'm finding this oddly satisfying. I feel like I'm filming a nature show or something. Talk about trees and birds and ducks. I guess my 10 years in the environmental field is starting to pay off. I'm starting to learn some things. Like David Attenborough. I just need him to narrate my video and it would be full circle. So I was looking at this area whenever I pulled in. Looks really nice. Got the 3 flagpoles there. Oh, it's a Vietnam memorial. I'm always very pleased when I see places do things like this. It's a really nice granite memorial there. VVA chapter 1058, Jennings, Louisiana. They served, they fought, they died, and received neither their country's glory nor their country's compassion. May this plot of ground serve as a special tribute to them. Vietnam, November 1st, 1955 to April 30th, 1975. Welcome home. My dad was born November 20th, 1955. This is nice. Beautiful flowers, too. They're obviously keeping these up. Oh, look. Huey. When I was in the Marine Corps, they still used pretty much, not these exact, they weren't, I don't think they were gunships, but the Hueys looked pretty much exactly like that. And they used them for search and rescue helicopters. A good buddy of mine, a close friend of mine, who I actually talked to the other day. He worked in search and rescue on the same base. We're stationed together. Soldiers Cross. You know, one thing I like about this place, amongst everything else that I like about this place, which is everything, there's these pavilions on the back side of the, and actually on all sides of the lake. You can just come and set up and, you know, have a little picnic or something. Just hang out. I'm definitely gonna come back here just to hang out. Might bring some of my friends with me on a nice day and just come hang out and look at some gators and snapping turtles and feed some ducks. And it's not expensive. I spent about, I don't know, $3 or whatever it costs for my a bottle of Coke and $1 for the big bag of duck food, which is actually a good bit of food. So I spent about definitely less than $5 so far, and I'm getting to experience all of this stuff. Everything you see on this video. Well, all right, guys, we've pretty much come full circle. I've walked all the way around the pond, and I'm pretty much right back to the Gator building. So I guess I'll go ahead and close the vlog out there. this was a spur of the moment vlog for today. I've been planning on coming here for a while, but I just decided about, I don't know, 2 hours ago that I was gonna come out here. So it ended up being a perfect day for it. Albeit a little windy, but hopefully you guys can hear me for the most part. The Hollyland mics that I use, I got these for myself for Christmas. They do have background elimination capabilities. So, and I do have the furry dead cat covers I can put on them, but I didn't think it was gonna be this windy, so I didn't put it on. I do have it in my truck, but I just kind of, just kind of winging it out here. So, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it. I love stuff like this. And if you have any other suggestions at all, no matter where it's at, throw them my way. Let me know. And I'll try to make them as soon as I can. So I love you guys. You know it, as usual. And happy Saturday and happy early Easter to you guys. Tomorrow's Easter. Hope you enjoy it with your friends, family, or by yourself, or however you choose to spend it. And yeah, I'm just kind of walking back to my truck here. So till the next one, till next time. And with that, as usual, don't forget to stay cool, stay tuned. Don't forget to stay tuned, stay cool. And I'll see you on the next one. And goodbye.